Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you guys are having the best December ever. 2025 is fast approaching, so why not do a video about a new resolution? So I'm going to be talking about how I personally lost weight on semaglutide. Is semaglutide really the easy way out? First, I want to talk about my journey. I have been trying to lose weight for I'll say over 4 years now. Ever since 2020, that lockdown affected all of us. At least most people I know were affected by it. You were in your home, you didn't have anywhere to go, and you were, anxious and eating a lot. That's what happened to me anyway. So I gained all this weight, and ever since I've been trying to lose it, and it has been a challenge. Yes, I have done diets, calorie deficit, I have worked out my butt off, I have done all the things you can think of. I did it before I finally was like, you know what? Why not give the semaglutide trend a try? So let's talk about what semaglutide is first. I am not an expert. I am not in the medical field. So please go to Google to check my facts. I am going to tell you what I've been taught by my physician, nurses, or, just the people I know by doing research and any of those things. So semaglutide is basically an anti-diabetic medication, and you can find it in a lot of different brands. You got Ozempic, which is the most famous one, and then you have semaglutide is like the less expensive medication of Ozempic. Some have Mounjaro. I have tirzepatide, which is the one that has been effective for me, so I didn't have to go and change it and go anywhere else. What most people don't know is that when you are overweight, you can have an insulin resistance, which is exactly what was happening to me. I was doing all the things that everybody else was doing, but it was not working out. I had a baby back in 2016, and of course it was a little bit of a challenge to lose the baby weight, and I did, not completely, but then 2020 hit and things just got out of control for me. So I love exercising. That is something I always love to do. I love playing sports. I love eating healthy. Like, I'm not the one who's going to be at McDonald's every single day or every week. That's not me. I love cooking at home. I'm Dominican. I'm Hispanic. So when I tell you I grew up on rice, which a lot of doctors shame on, basically. When I went to the doctor, they would say, well, you gotta lay off the rice and beans because there's a lot of calories and carbohydrates. Listen, I'm not gonna lay off my rice and beans because I grew up on that, and that's food for me. Like, burgers is not food for me. So that's how my journey started. I was 245 pounds when I started this journey back in 2020, if you want to put it that way. I'll say back in 2021 because it takes time to gain all the weight. So before I started semaglutide, I wanted to give the weight loss doctor a try. And so when I was back in Alabama, I went to the doctor and he put me on a appetite suppressant, basically, and I did very well. I was exercising like I've always done because I had never stopped. So I exercised, I ate healthy, and I lost I think it was about 10-15 pounds at most in like 6 months, it was very slow anyway. The doctor was like, I'm not sure where the resistance is, until I went to the doctor here when I moved to Florida and found out that insulin resistance is a thing, guys, including the hormones that we women experience, especially after having a baby. It's not as easy. Our metabolism slows down like crazy. Some people are genetically blessed. I'm not. That was not me. So I have been on tirzepatide for 6 months now. I am 190 pounds now. My goal weight is to be 140 to 150 because according to Google, that is supposed to be my normal weight for my height. I am 5'6", 5'6" and a half, 5'6.5". Yeah. So has it been easy? Let's see. No, it has not. It has not. It's not the easy way out, but it definitely helps a lot. One of the things that I did notice was the food noise. This is not talked about a lot. It's talked about more now, but I didn't know what food noise was. When I tell you I was eating breakfast and I was already thinking about what I was going to have for lunch and dinner, and I was like, does everybody does this type of thinking? No, turns out not everybody does. My husband sure doesn't do it. He was like, you really think about your meals ahead? Yes, I sometimes be in bed thinking about what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, which is crazy. So food noise. That was one of the things that I noticed that went away once I started tirzepatide. And it was amazing because I was not worried about what I'm going to eat next. So I still eat my 3 meals a day. Actually, I snack in between still. What I have noticed is the portion control. So semaglutide side effects is that it makes you feel full for longer. I do not eat how I used to eat. And I love that because I thought it was normal. Like, for example, Subway has made us think that it is normal to go and eat a foot long sandwich, and it's really not. So now I get full with half. Sometimes I can't even finish half a Subway sandwich. As an example, I don't really eat Subway that often. I think I've had it once this year so far. Another side effects that I did notice when I started on tirzepatide was nausea. But then I found out that it was the protein intake, which a lot of people don't know. I was like researching what was going on because I was feeling sick, and it was really hard for me to go to the gym if I was feeling sick the day I got my shot. So I was like, something is going on. I need to find out. Turns out it's just protein. What I do now is I take a protein shake right before I go to my doctor's appointment, or a heavy breakfast, and I feel fine after that. So I think those are the only 2 side effects that so far I have experienced. I started on the 0.5 milligrams, and now I went up to 7.4, I want to say. And because I lost weight consistently, I was like, you know what, there's no need to be so high. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, and they allowed me to do so. So I am now at the 5.4, I think it is. Yeah, please do not quote me on this because I can't remember. I do not take my own shots. I see a lot of people that, they send things to your home and you do it yourself. That's not me, because that shot goes in your stomach, and I'm terrified. So I was like, that does not work for me. When I went to the doctor, and they were like, no, you're going to come here and we'll give the shot to you. You don't have to do it at home. And I was like, perfect. So let's talk about what I have been doing ever since I started on tirzepatide. I go to the gym about 4 to 5 days per week. And I have always done this. Now, I have more energy now, and I am more motivated to do it than I was before. Before, I had to push myself a lot to go. I had zero energy. I just wanted to stay home and, eat. And now I don't have those feelings. I want to go to the gym. I feel energetic. I sleep so well. Like, it has definitely improved my lifestyle. So I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. No, I do not work out like on the weight. It bores me to death. I don't know what I'm doing. So here I go to the Crunch Gym in Florida, to one of their many locations, and I just I do classes. So from Monday through Sunday, I have a class schedule. Because I'm losing so much weight, I decided that it is good to implement a little bit of weightlifting as well. So now on Mondays, what I do is a weightlifting class, and we have an instructor, and she teaches us how to do things. And I love that because I am so bored when I'm at the gym by myself, like not in a class. I don't know what I'm doing. And so I found that classes motivate me to go to the gym. But if I'm doing it by myself, it's not a motivation at all. So this is how my schedule looks like. On Mondays, I have band camp and upper body, which is weights. Tuesday, I have heavy cardio, which is Zumba. And when I tell you this is heavy cardio, I mean like I burn about 600 to like 900 calories in this class. I wear my Apple Watch. And it goes crazy. It's 60 minutes, non-stop. You stop if you need to stop. And I love this class. It's so motivational because all of the women that are there are working towards a goal, and we're also having fun. So it's very empowering. Wednesdays, I have boxing class. My boxing class also includes weights, which I love because I thought it was just hitting a bag, and it's so much harder. It's also a really high cardio, and it's only 45 minutes. And so that's my workout for Wednesday. So that's 3 days already. And on Thursday, I take Thursdays as my easy day, like my rest day. So I do hot Pilates or hot yoga. Hot Pilates is something that has definitely change how my body looks. So Hot Pilates is in this sauna room. We work a lot on our core and balance, and it's just awesome. If you never tried it, if you have a crunch where you live, I hope they do Hot Pilates. But hot yoga is just as hard and just as fun at the same time. It's very challenging, I won't lie. I feel like people expect this to be easy. It's not easy. Weight loss is not easy. I've been doing all of this for 6 months and nonstop. Of course, I got days or weeks like now that I'm sick and I have to take a rest, and that's okay. But you definitely have to put in the work. As far as diet goes, I don't really have a diet. I eat whatever I want, which is one of the things that I was looking forward to when I started on tirzepatide. I didn't want to have a bad relationship with food. You can't eat rice. You can't eat beans. You can't have pizza. You can't have... Listen, that's on you. I want to have all those things when I want them. So I have a healthy relationship with food. I just have portion control. Before, I would eat like 5 slices of pizza, and now I can only eat 2. So that is a huge improvement in my lifestyle. If you don't eat those things, you don't have to eat them. I'm just saying, personally, I wanted to have a healthy relationship with food, and that's exactly what I got. So no, I don't have a diet. I have, however, included a lot more protein in my diet, so a lot more chicken and a lot of more beef, just because of how much weight I'm losing, and I have iron deficiency. It's a whole thing, guys. But anyway, take care of yourself. If you need assistance with nutrition, always look for someone, a professional. Ask your doctor. I always ask my nurses and my doctor about, any concerns that I may have. So finally, let's talk about the price of this medication and where to get it. So as far as the price goes, a lot of people are into semaglutide now, and because I know they cannot afford the expensive kinds, they go with this variation, which is called semaglutide. It's the same thing as any other. It's just, I'll say it's a compound medication that is done in the pharmacy according to your needs. So I pay for my tirzepatide, and it depends on how much the dose for that week is. So for example, I am currently on 5.4 or 5.5, I think I said, and it costs me about $150 per week per shot. So I only get 1 shot per week. Yes, it comes out of my pockets. No, my insurance does not cover this because I don't have diabetes, and I think it has to go through a whole process to even get approved, even if you have diabetes. And it's because of the high demand right now. So if you cannot afford Ozempic or tirzepatide or Mounjaro, semaglutide is always an option. I do not know. I am not a doctor. I have no idea. Okay, so please consult your doctor if you have questions about that. However, for me, it works. I am able to afford it right now. If in the future I cannot, we're not supposed to be in this medication forever. So for example, I didn't get my shot last week, and something that I have to work on is understanding the habits that I have placed in the past 6 months. We make habits within 21 days. It does not take 6 months to make a habit. It takes 21 days. Meaning in 6 months, I have learned how to eat, how to do portion control. And if I feel the need, like if I'm starting to get anxious with food, I'm gonna go and take a walk or something. Because I have noticed since I've been sick, I actually been good with my appetite, but I've also been anxious. So I had to remember that food is not a place that I'm gonna go because I'm bored. So I would say the same thing to you guys. We're not supposed to be in this medication forever. We're supposed to do a lifestyle with the medication. The medication is not going to do miracles for you if you're only taking the shot, but you're not investing in your health. You're not eating how you're supposed to eat. You're not exercising the amount of exercise that you're supposed to be doing. It's not going to work as well. Every case is different. For me, I wanted to put in the work. I always love working out. I do sports. I just needed a little of extra help with the control part of eating, and it definitely has done that for me. I do my shots at the Drip Bar here in Florida, and I believe they are expanding throughout the United States. It's for IV therapy, which I also do for my health. I am investing in my health era. I love investing in my health. I am about to hit 30 soon. So if you're someone who's a little hesitant, who cannot afford it, I understand. Look for options. I know that they're out there. Some doctors are willing to work with insurances to kind of like go around it and be able to afford this medication for you so you don't have to pay out of pocket. But again, do your research. It has definitely worked for me. No, it has not been easy. It has been hard. I have cried after workouts because of how hard they have been. It's not the easy way out how a lot of people put it. Your genetics are not everybody else's. My husband can lose weight easily. He literally has to just stop drinking juice and he lost 10 pounds. That is not me. I breathe around a cake and I gained that 10 pounds. So everything matters. Please go and research before you decide to start. Even on tirzepatide, I do not know the things that you may have health-wise. So if you have any concerns, ask a professional. But I wanted to make this video because I know that a lot of people are going to start with their New Year's resolution. If weight loss is one of yours and you were having a little bit of doubt regarding tirzepatide, in my personal experience, it is great. It has worked wonders for me, and I do hope that if you do decide to get this medication, it works well for you. But remember, the medication is just a helper. It's not supposed to do miracles, so you have to still put in the work. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions regarding my weight loss journey, I'm going to keep posting as I still lose weight. I still got 50 to 40 more pounds to go, and I know I can do it. It sometimes gets aggravated, but you can do it too. So if you have questions, just let me know. Write in the comments, subscribe. I will be posting a little bit more about my weight loss journey. But in case I don't see you guys, Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas as well.